Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I am JohnAvanti, and we are taking this car for a quick test drive. This is the Lucid Air, and I gotta tell you, man, this car is $70,000. It's a little dark in here. Let's see if there's any lights. Pretty cool car. Very nice, very comfortable. Look at this. Oh, you hold that, cup holders. You got all controls here. Everything is like a TV screen, LCD. Very nice steering wheel. Beautiful car. We'll take a quick look on the outside once we get out. And it's got like a Mercedes stock. You put it up for reverse, and you get 360 surround, and you get this screen as well. You can get a front view. Look at that. I like that. The front view is very nice. And then you have surround, rear view. You can exit out. Oh, how do you go back to the screen? All right, so there you go. Look at that. Pretty cool. So let's back up. Now this is an electric car. Now this car is has a 400-mile range, and that's the. I tell you, take your foot off the gas, the car just stops. Well, off the electric. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is a beautiful car. You have a 400-mile range. It's like almost 500 horsepower. The one above this is 800 horsepower. All-wheel drive. This is a rear-wheel drive model. And we're going to check it out a little further once we get out. But we're going to take it for a quick test drive. So you can see there's nobody behind me. You know, we got the car for as long as we want. Alright guys, so here we go. I've driven one of these before. And I don't know who's honking, if they're honking at me. And I gotta say, man, this car is a rocket. This is really nice. I mean, I'm in the parking lot of Lucid. I'm at the Short Hills Mall. And yeah, this car is like pretty sweet. There's nothing to hold on down here, but that's all right. I mean, that's not a deal breaker. Very quiet inside. Very quiet. Very quiet. Once you take your foot off the gas or the electric, the car just comes to a stop all by itself. You don't even have to brake. So you're going to save money on brakes because this car just stops all by itself. The interior here, this is so nice. There's this like teal, I think it's called, or twill. That's pretty cool. And I like the screen that it's full. It's full, and this is very nice as well. And you do have some buttons, you know, for the volume control. This is the fan. Oh, can't have that. Temperature, fan speed, you go up and down. Temperature you can control, which is cool. You don't have to go in here. And we have massaging seats. Yeah, let's get a massager. All right, so now I want to just take it a little easy. Yeah, the electric motor, listen to that. It's very wow, holy cow. Oh my gosh. This thing is a rocket ship. Well, I could have went west. This is probably like a pretty safe car, the way it stops. Man, look at this. It's like instant power. Instant power. There's no lack, there's no turbo lag, there's no transmission shifting. You step on the gas, on the electric, and instant power. Instant oomph. You know, you get a car like this with 800 horsepower, you're gonna blow anything away, gas-wise. You know. And I think a lot of these car manufacturers, especially like Porsche, are making let's see, the mirror mirrors. I'm trying to find the defrost mirrors. Maybe it's here. Are making electric vehicles because they just can't make a good gas engine, the Germans. So it's to their benefit to make electric cars because electric motors are more reliable. They're easier to manufacture. They don't break like electric. There's no moving parts. It's a magnetism. So a company like Porsche that has relentless engine failures in their 911s and all their cars, that you're lucky you get 100,000 miles out of an engine. Electric is good for them, and they're still going to get the money. I mean, this thing just goes and goes and goes. Yeah, and I got to tell you, man, the seat in this car is gigantic. It is so big that this is probably one of the best seats I've ever sat in. Way better than Mercedes, than BMW. I mean, this is very nice leather if it is leather. This is the base model. This could be like vinyl, but it's a high quality vinyl. And I'm not sure how these start massage. Oh, wow. Look at it, you get massaging seats for $70,000. You might get this for a deal. You know, they're going to say the salesman's going to call me. I might buy this car. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That feels so good, the massage. Damn. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sit down. Yeah, this thing is just like a machine on wheels. This thing is incredible. Incredible. And the only thing with these cars you really have to worry about is the battery. I mean, if that goes, I don't know how much a battery is in a Lucid. You know, could be $25,000 if you're out of warranty down the road. You know, how many miles can you put on a battery like this? I mean, who knows? The ride is flawless. And I looked at the chassis inside the showroom, and the chassis are all aluminum. I mean, these are like heavy duty. These are basically like body on frame cars, where if you buy a Cadillac or a Mercedes, you know, gas engine, it's unibody, especially like the SUVs. So if you get an electric car, I'm not sure with Mercedes, but I know with Lucid, and I've seen Tesla chassis, they're body on frame, which makes the car stronger. I mean, wow, just insane power. But you know, so right now I have a 283 mile range, and I'm getting a good, nice seat massage. I don't have any climate control on, and this car is white, and it's just like, I'll tell you, it's quiet, little wind noise, but I don't have the radio on. If you put the radio on, you're definitely not going to hear any wind. Nope. Yeah, it's a phenomenal car. You know, and that's why a lot of people buy these cars. Now, a lot of people lease these cars, and when they get tired of charging them and not having instant gratification of fueling the car up and going, that's why they don't release them. They go back to a gas car. But if you're the type of person that doesn't really drive, or you work from home, and a full charge may last you a month, so you don't even care. You know, and the good thing about this car too is, let's say you do spend $70,000 and you buy a $70,000 gas car. There's no oil changes, there's no antifreeze, there's no fluids. This is all electric. So you're gonna save how much money on an oil change? Because you figure, you buy a Mercedes gas car, you take it to Mercedes, they're gonna charge you almost $300 for an oil change at BMW. Like, I just changed the oil on my Lexus. It cost me $100. That's me buying the oil, bringing it to the guy. So if you're driving 25,000 miles a year, that's $500 a year in oil changes. You know, you could either make that one car payment, or that's your electricity to load the car up. with electricity. I mean, the steering wheel is very nice, very nice. Feels good. I mean, I gotta say, man, this seat is just out of this world. People would buy this car just for the seat. And I'm not kidding. I'm a big stickler. When I do my car reviews, I always say the car should be designed around the seat. And I think Lucid actually did that. I think Lucid actually designed this car around the seat. And it's beautiful. I mean, the headliner is very nice. You have oh, there's no mirror here. So this is a base model. You don't get vanity mirrors. Oh, you do get vanity mirrors. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, LED. Everything's LED. We got nice vanity mirrors. I'm sure the stereo system is rocking. But it's really nice. I mean, look at this. Look how nice that is. You know, it's not like the Tesla. You get that screen. I can't stand that. And Tesla doesn't give you a dashboard. At least you got a dashboard, and you feel like you're in a car. You know what I mean? You feel like you're in a real automobile. Not that they just cheap out and they give you an iPad or whatever the hell it is. And there's storage behind here. You have some storage. Oops, I'm all over the road. I mean, this car is just so nice. Wow. And you know what? Once they make the batteries that are going to be affordable, everybody's going to start buying electric. Because, like I said before, it's cost effective for the manufacturer to build these electric cars than it is to build a gas car. Just think, Mercedes-Benz, in order for them to produce power, right? Unlike General Motors, produces naturally aspirated power with their V8 engines. Mercedes can't do that. They just can't. And if they do build a V8 engine, it blows up. It doesn't hold up. You know, the car falls apart. So for Mercedes to give you horsepower, for them to go into an electric car, this is the way for them to go, is electric. But then again, why would you pay extra money for the Mercedes badge when you can get a Lucid? That's like buying a Toyota in the electric luxury brand. Basically, that's what this is. So if you go buy an electric car, you know, a luxury electric car, you know, you have Cadillac, you have Porsche, you have Audi, and you have Mercedes, okay? And then you have the lower brands, like Toyota, they give you, it's a little cheaper car, but not much cheaper than this. So this is the Toyota of the luxury electric vehicles, right here. You know, they're asking $69,000. I bet you I can get this car for $60,000, right? And I'll have this car is beautiful. I mean, you look at the outside, it's sick. The color, everything. It's just a gorgeous car. Gorgeous. Big. The back seat is gigantic. Wait until we get out and we take a look at it. Drives beautifully. Drives beautifully. There's no noise. It stops on a dime. The one thing about these cars is the braking is excellent, because if you are like in an accident or you're trying to prevent one, once you take your foot off the electric pedal, right? I'm not going to say gas. Once you take your foot off the power, basically, the car just stops on its own. You know, there's no roll. So like if I'm in my Silverado and I need to stop short, or I take my foot off the accelerator, the car is going to continue to roll. So this thing will stop, even in the snow. So if you're in the snow and you're losing a little bit of control, this car's going to roll. It's going to come to a stop. And it's going to help you, because, you know, in the snow, you never want to slam on the brakes. You want to steer away from, you know, from sliding. That's basically what you want to do. Hey guys, so this is the Lucid Air. And it's pretty nice. I mean, in the white, it looks okay. I saw the one in like a metallic gray. It looks sharp. You have a 5 like type of spoke wheels. Very nice wheels. They have nicer wheels you can buy. I would get this car with 17-inch rims. I wouldn't want these low profile tires. I would rather have the more rubber, because those tires are cheaper. You know, when you got to buy tires for this car, and these are run flats, they're not going to be cheap. And you can see how the handles open like that, which is cool, because the key's still inside the car. So here it is, Air Pure. So like you can scan this on the monitor, and it'll give you all the information on this car. Here's a nicely sloped, look how nice that slope is. It is so cool. The guy was like, oh, you have a little bit of headroom. This is, bruh, I like the way it looks. I mean, the way they made the windows and everything, you have that big door. I mean, this car looks massive. You know, it's not like you got bigger windows and smaller doors. You know, that's cost saving, basically. So coming around the back, so this car is made in Arizona. So they probably had it trailered up here. So this is, like I said, a rear wheel drive car. I think you could open the trunk from here. There we go. Yep. Come on, open up. All right, so I don't know how to really. All right, so it's going down by itself. There you go. Just got to pick it up. And there's your trunk. You know, there's no spares. You have all this storage. You have storage here. You have a ski pass-through. So if you want to go skiing, you could put the skis through there and you could, you know, bring 4 people. You know, this closes, which is pretty cool. And then you have an auto button here to close the trunk. There's my little dog, you know. So it says right there, Air. And you don't need all-wheel drive. I mean, rear-wheel drive is fine. Unless you live like in Colorado, you got to have all-wheel drive. But with the rear-wheel drive, you're going to get a lighter car. And for less money, you're going to have as much range as the more expensive one with the dual motors and the bigger battery. So this is the best buy right here, is the rear-wheel drive. The battery's in the back, underneath the back seat. And you have one motor. You don't have 2 motors. So this is probably even less expensive to insure. Now, I don't know what's in the front here. Let's see if we can open this. Here's a camera. Maybe you got to open this from the inside. Let's see if we can do that. At the same time, here's the dashboard. Nicely sloped back, very aerodynamic car. Very, very aerodynamic. There's the charging port. And look at these seats. I mean, look at these seats. Freaking gorgeous. 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 Look at that. Very nice. So the cup would slide in this way, which is pretty smart. And you could put other junk here. There's nothing, well, this is open, so you push this button, and that's how you open the doors. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, you have an 8-way power seat. This is right there, Lucid. Again, there's the steering wheel. That's how it looks. Very, very nice. And look at the back seat. I mean, the back seat is just gigantic. You know, back then, again, you have cup holder. It slides in here. You have this armrest. Now, this doesn't feel like leather. This is vinyl. Yeah, so here's a nice big armrest back here. And what do you got back here? You have rear heated seats. Let's see. You have rear heated seats, and you have some more storage here. And you have air conditioning in the rear. So this, you could probably control the AC from here. The car's just not on right now. It's in park. But it's very, 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 very large back here. So again, also here's the the ski pass through. So if you have skis or you have something large, you have speakers there. And you have speakers here. You can see that. And there's speakers all over the place. So the sound system in this must be great. Phenomenal. And the seats back here as well are pretty big. And this seat is probably all the way back. And you got a map holder here. And you have another vent here. There's a lot of vents here. And it is climate control back here. And I have plenty of leg room. A lot of leg room. And this is a 5-passenger car. So like if you're gonna go somewhere on a trip with 2 people and you need storage, you got this whole back seat here that you could put a ton of stuff. Now I'm not sure if you could put a trailer, a hitch on the back. So you can put like a ski rack or a bike rack back there. I'm not sure how that works, but you do have here, this is probably where you would put a ski rack up here. So I'm not sure if you could put like a small trailer hitch in the back, but coming to the front seat, I mean, look how big the door is. You have a big door, and let's get in. Easy to get in, and I'm telling you, man, I have so much leg room, it's not funny. One thing I've noticed, maybe I haven't figured it out, I don't see memory seats buttons here. Maybe it's inside the menu in the screen in the display. Now I'm not sure if this goes up. This comes up and slides in. It seems like it's not connected because there is storage somehow back here. Vehicle. So I'm not sure if this slides up. Oh, look at that. This does have navigation. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Pretty cool. I gotta say, man, I'm really liking this car. And here you have the key. They put it in here. It's just a lightweight key here. I don't want to take it out, but you know, this is a lightweight key. And you have here 2 decent cup holders. Okay. So let's open this up. And you have a nice compartment here. This is phone charging. And then you could put another phone here, and you have a Type-C and USB charging, and a little storage there. Sorry about the waving of the thing. And this closes all the way up, so you have somewhere to write. If you need, like, somewhere you want to put a sandwich, you know what I mean? You can have that, and you put your sandwich here, have lunch, and then you have this storage back there, which is pretty good. And then here you have just the regular that just stays up like that, and you have a lot of storage. There's a lot of storage in here, and this just stays firm like that. It's very nice. I mean, look at that. Now I'm not sure if this has cooled seats. Let's see. Seats, height, recline, cushion, lumbar, thigh support. So save to profile, right? So this does have memory seats. Charging. So 275 minutes to charge, to recharge the car. Theme, you could change the theme. And this is the massaging seat. Now seats, height, lumbar, openings, child locks, window lock, the fan. You hit that. Then again, if you go in here, you know, it has a lot of pretty cool stuff. Now I'm in here, but the GPS is still up. So you can get out of the GPS here, and you'll still have it here because that's pretty much where you want it. Electrify America. Bridgewater, we're not going there. And this is how it looks in park. You know, and that's all that stuff there, and there's speakers over there. There's a big woofer in the front. Hey, it's a really nice car. You have this is the rear view mirror. Doesn't seem like there's a rear shade. So I don't know what this is, but this is a cross member. And again, there's no sunroof, but you don't need a sunroof. I mean, the sunroof just makes it hotter in here. And look at the legroom you got. I mean, it's just gigantic. This must go up. I mean, display accessibility. Lock rear display, screen cleaning mode. I don't know. All right, so I just turned it all off. So if you want to start the car, you just put your foot on the brake. Uh-oh. All right, so what do we do? All right, so we're back. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I'm back in drive. So reverse. And you get the reverse cameras. This is a beautiful car. So I'm back in park. Let's see if there's anything under here to open the front hood. This does have a tilt and telescopic wheel. Look how big that wheel is. I mean, that thing is just huge. Typical, you know, wipers, which is okay. It is auto sensing wipers. You get that. So for $70,000, I think you're getting a lot for your money. And I'm sure there's a lot of things in this car that I missed. To open the glove box, what you need to do is you got to come in the menu, hit glove box, and then it opens up. There you go, and you got a glove box. This is the trip, and it gives you all of that. Trip computer, trip A, trip B. And I'm still haven't figured out how to open this. Now, the one thing that they should have done is, oh, here's the steering wheel. So this is how you do your telescopic. Right, so now the steering wheel comes out. And then you could tilt up or down with here. And then I guess once you get used to it, it's a no-brainer. But I would have liked a little thing here just to do it quickly. You know, but I guess once you set the car up to your, you know, preferences, then you'll be all right. So you have a drive mode, you have smooth, swift, and sprint. You're going to use more power, average, and less power. So you're going to have less acceleration to save on energy. So I'm going to go back to massaging seats, and let's start massage. Yeah. So let's go back. There you go. You got to, yeah. So you have dual massaging seats. How about that? I'll put it in drive. And it massages your butt too. So you get a nice coolie massage. And you get a back massage. Which I tell you, man. So when you make a left turn or a right turn, you get a camera that shows you the cars that are potentially or could be to your left to make a turn. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't know if there's a way to keep that camera on, or you can drive with the front-facing camera here. I'm not sure, but that's going home. Seats, massage, charging. I mean, you'd have to, and there's a glove box thing. There's so many features in this car. I mean, it just handles beautifully. You know, you have auto sensing wipers, but look at the steering wheel. Look at that. You want to hold the steering wheel, you can hold it there. And this car just stops on a dime. Incredible. So you have to say to yourself, you know, how different are these electric motors between car companies? You know, they're all basically the same. And you can see, like, electric motors in cars, they last forever. They rarely break. So the only drawback that this car may have that'll break is the batteries will just go bad. But in all, one electric motor is all you need. You know, unless they use like cheap windings, and if there's like copper windings, real copper, and you take it easy with it, you don't drive it that hard, you may not ever burn the motor out. You know, because you're rarely going to go 100 miles an hour. You're probably going to do maximum speed like 65. And this probably has it where it shows you how much energy you're using and be in eco mode. And I'm still getting massaged 20 minutes. Yeah, the car just stops on a dime. great car, man. This is a fantastic vehicle. And like I said, the manufacturers are basically competing with what? Like in gas engines, that's competition. Because now you're building a reliable car. These electric cars are reliable. What's like I said, what the crutch is the batteries. But the electric motors rarely go. And then you have to find a shop that knows how to fix these cars. Because if let's say you want to keep this car for 20 years, are these disposable cars that when the battery goes bad, like you can't get the battery, there's no batteries, and you got to throw it away. You got to throw it out. Where a gas car, you could just put a new engine in, repower it with something else, rebuild it. And I'm sure you can rebuild these electric motors. It's probably not even that big of a motor. It's probably not even that big. I mean, electric motors has been around for centuries, powering factories and machines and conveyor belts, all kinds of stuff. Electric motors. And those motors, I bet you those factories, they've worked for like 25 years and then they blow out. And then they take the motor out and send it to get rewound, and it's brand new. Brand new. I was watching a video where the guy was taking an electric car apart, and there was a big magnet. So it's a combination of magnetism and electricity, if you want to call it that. Stored electricity, not pure electricity. I mean, the car handles like a dream. Handles like a dream. And it's very driving the car. Very, very confident feeling. You don't feel like you're going to lose any kind of control. The car is stiff. But not stiff where you're going to get beat up in the bumps like BMWs with their run flats. This car, on the other hand, does have run flats, but the suspension is designed around the run flats because they're just harder tires. And yeah. I mean, I'm doing 66 and he's just cruising. There's no gas car out there, especially like Mercedes with their 6-cylinder turbos and 4-cylinder turbos, and because they just don't know how to make power. Where on the other hand, my GM is a V8, 355 horsepower, and he gets 25 miles per gallon. Yeah, there it is. Lucid. Just excellent. Look at that. And you open the trunk over there. There's a little button that opens the trunk. We'll take a quick look at that. I know this is a long video, but I think it's right. Look at that. Look how cool that is. It's showing me if there's anybody in the right lanes. I want to go right. So I got a 265 mile range. Now the problem is I can't just fuel up. I mean, you're not going to get out, go to a gas station and say fill it up. It's going to take you 30 miles an hour. Yeah, that's what this thing charges at the fast charge, right? So if you buy that fast charge, it's 30 miles an hour. Now, I wouldn't get the fast charge because that might, in the long run, damage the batteries, because the car companies don't give a fuck, especially if you're leasing it. You want to get the extended battery charge where it takes longer, so it's more like a trickle charge. Yeah, the car just stops on a dime. I mean, on a dime. Look at that. I'm going back and there's a ton of traffic. Yeah, the car just stops on a dime. It's beautiful. I mean, it feels like a regular car with heated seats and massaging seats. I'm sure it has cooled seats. Maybe that's, I'm not sure. But yeah. Yeah, there's no armrest. It's very hard. Like, you got to keep your arm like all the way up here if you want to drive like the way I like to drive. But then again, I'm holding the phone with one hand. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. The mall got packed. This guy's gonna be like, where the hell did this guy go? So I'm in smooth mode. You can see that it says smooth. So you figure like a company like Lucid, they have very, very stiff competition. Again, with Porsche and Mercedes and Tesla, BMW, right? They have all this competition. So they got to be cheaper and give you a better product. And I think they succeeded, to be honest with you. I think they succeeded. I mean, a lot of the Mercedes electric cars are ugly. You know, they put these huge Mercedes badges on them, you know, which is like all that Mercedes badges, which I tell you the truth, man, all the Mercedes I had were time bombs. The Porsches I've had were time bombs. The BMWs I've had were time bombs. The only cars that really held up were my GMs and my Toyotas. Those are like the two cars that I've kept the longest. They hold up, and I'm sure this car is gonna hold up because this car knows that if their cars have problems like Volkswagens with transmission problems and Hondas with their stupid designs, and even Honda has a car that's $64,000. Why in the fuck would you buy that car? It only has like a 260-mile range. Why would you buy the Honda? Even the Toyotas, this thing is 400 miles with almost 400 horsepower. That's all you need, man. And one motor. So they give you all-wheel drive. Big deal. Look at it. It's nice and dry. It's not. You don't need it. You don't need all-wheel drive, like I said, unless like you're up in the Northeast and you get a lot of snow. But if you're in Florida, California, don't get all-wheel drive. You're just wasting your money. You know, unless you're in a rainstorm, you know, and there's a lot, and the ground is like an inch of water, something like that, and you want to drive fast, but you don't really need it. Yeah. Very, very nice car. I'm sitting in traffic. You could probably come here if you own one of these cars and charge your car at the there's a Cybertruck. That's the ugliest thing. You could probably come here and charge this for free. You know, like you could, like, say you come here once a week, you come at night and there's nobody here and there's a spot open. Maybe you just plug the thing in, charge your car. Go in the mall, and you get a free charge. I think we gotta go in here. Oh, down there. Well, look at that. You could drive with the cameras on. That is so cool. And this car does have cooled seats. I feel it. It does have cooled seats. So, I mean, this car has everything you could possibly want. Look at that. Look at all these cameras. That is so cool. No left turn, I think. So we have to go around. So I'm back in the parking lot. This guy must be like, where did this guy go? And that's how it looks like at nighttime. This should have lit up a little bit. That would have been cool. But the steering wheels here lights up. This is lit up. Look how nice it is at night. Yeah, this car is like a sleeper. You know, very, very like incognito. It's not like they're throwing like all these buttons at you, all this crap at you, because they don't know what to charge you when you go to Mercedes. Like for a car like this, you'd probably pay $130,000, and Mercedes doesn't know what to give you to justify. And the same thing with BMW, to pay for those expensive cars. I mean, you're paying all that money and you're not getting anything. You're not even getting a reliable car. You're getting a car, especially like a gas car, that you got to put premium gas, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, why they would sell daily drivers and you put premium gas when it doesn't even give you good gas economy, or the car's gonna last. There's no point. They're making you spend extra money for nothing. All right, so we're back at the Lucid drop-off. So now we got to find a spot. I can basically park this anywhere. So I think guys come here and they just charge their cars. See, like this guy? Maybe MFR. There's no parking. Holy shit. So the guy told me just park it anywhere. But, you know, I don't want to, man. I want to keep driving. I want to keep on going with my potentially new Lucid. I like the name, too. Lucid. Lucifer. Uh-oh. Look how cool that is. You know, this car's like a chick magnet. Like, if you take the girls out in this, they're going to like it. Come on, lady. Yeah, it's a head turner. Everybody looks at this car. Everybody. Where people like Mercedes, like, junk. BMW, junk. Because people, they don't know what to spend their money on. So they go on and just buy something that costs more than a Toyota. I mean, or General Motors. It's just unfortunate that they don't make any good Chevy cars anymore. You got to go to Cadillac. And even Cadillac is almost not going to make any more sedans, which is a shame. They're going all SUV eventually. And I heard Cadillac is going all electric too, because it's cheaper and it's more reliable. There is nowhere to fucking park. Nowhere. Should I just leave it here? Oh, the cool seats are so nice. So these guys, there's nowhere to, you can't park there. There's nowhere to park. All right, so I'm just gonna park it wherever, cause I gotta get out of the car. But it's really nice, beautiful. I mean, this is a sick car. Yeah, let's go down here. So no one's out for a test drive except for me. No, that's not a spot. You know, I gotta park it down here somewhere because the guy, I'm gonna tell him it's on the first level and they'll have to come out before they go home and move it. You know, and Lucid is basically like renting a store in the mall, and you walk in the store and the guy's like, oh, you want to take it for a test drive? Yeah, Dad. I took this car for a test drive a long time ago, and the guy came with me and he wouldn't let me film. He was like, oh, you can't film. But that's foolish. If you have a good product, why wouldn't you want the public to film it and you get free advertising? Like, I'm giving this thing great review. You know, I have so far found no flaw with this car. Oh, this guy took this perfect spot. Absolutely none. Now I gotta go back this way. So basically, like, if there was more people test driving, these are all the Lucids, I'd have a spot, but there's nowhere I gotta find a spot down here. I don't know if they have tracking, but the cool seats feel very, very nice. I mean, you do hear the motor somewhat. It's not like a silent motor. I don't know. It's not a silent motor, but you know, it is quiet. I mean, you hear the air conditioning in the back. The lights are on in the back. Somebody must have turned the lights on. Oh, somebody getting out over there? And the car crawls beautifully. Like the crawling sense. You know, just going like a low speeds. It's just great. I mean, it's a fantastic low speed car. Oh, they're not in a spot. Alright, that's it. So I'm backing in. And the turning radius seems pretty good. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's pretty good. So there's a trajectory. Yeah. You hear that? You hear the way when the motor clicks in? It goes clank, clank when it goes into gear. All right, let me back this up. I don't want to damage this car. I don't want them calling me up saying, you wrecked the car, and now you have to pay for it. I guess that's it. I guess we're good. So just press the button here. We're in park, and now we're going to open the front, the front they call it. So that's open. So guys, here's the front. Oh wow, look at that. More huge storage. And I'm not sure what's under here. Toolkit and all of that. Maybe there's something, whatever's under here, but yeah, this probably comes with like a cover and you can put stuff. So the car, for what it is, it has a lot of storage. And aluminum hood, lightweight. Oh, this windshield washer fluid goes here on the right side. Now, I'm sure if you got into an accident with this car, they'd probably total it. It would cost a fortune. So yeah, that's how it looks. Very, very nice. Now, I'm not sure how to lock it, but that's it. It's all locked up. So this is free charging, I guess. If you come here, you could just charge the car on your own for free. I don't know if that's part of the deal. Unless they bill you when you plug it in. Here's a beige one, like a color I like. Silver. And here's black with the silver hood. Now this could be a higher end model because it's two-tone. And you have this roof, panoramic roof, which the car I drove doesn't have it. So this car probably costs 100 grand. Maybe it has leather interior and all of that, bigger rims. But yeah, there they are.
Should be the 19-inch.
Wow. Oh, that's the smallest wheel.
This is the small wheel, yeah. And then this comes off if you want to have just, it will just show the chrome.
So what was in the car that I drove? 19?
You had the 20s, so you had these.
Yeah, I'd rather have the more rubber.
Yeah, because this is, the 20 is a summer tire. The 19 is an all-season tire.
Yeah, I'd rather have all season.
Yeah, because you guys live locally.
Yeah.
Being in the 4 climates of the Jersey area, the 19s would do you justice. You could get by with the 20s. 21s, I'd recommend you switch to winters when that time comes.
How much does this chassis weigh?
So depending on the vehicle trim you get, it varies the battery configuration. But it ranges anywhere from 4,500 to about 5,500.
So how many batteries does the Pure have? Just 2 of these?
So with the battery modules, that shows you the difference between the batteries on a Grand Touring and a Pure, because
This is a Pure?
No, this actually shows you both. This shows you an all-wheel drive configuration, but the reason that there's battery modules here and not there is because on this chassis it's going to show you 2 options. So on a Pure and a Touring,
So this is a Pure, just this one
the
battery
one with
here.
the green exposed where there's no battery.
Wow.
That shows you how you have more legroom in the back of a Pure or Touring because there's less modules. In a Grand Touring, you have the 4 additional modules as demonstrated
I
here,
see.
which shows you how you get to that 512 miles of range.
So where the Pure is 400?
The Pure on the 19 is 420.
Wow, that's
the
good.
Touring's 406, and then the Grand Touring on 19 is 512.
So this is the transmission.
Yeah, that's actually part of the battery as well. So you have an odd number of batteries because they go in pairs around the chassis, and then you have one perpendicular.
So there's a battery in the Pure. There's a battery here and a battery here.
So the batteries in pairs all around the chassis.
Oh, they're under here too?
They're under here too. This is just exposed for you to see for an example. This it kind of shows you various
Oh, or else
stages.
they would have a cover on here.
Correct. So
Oh,
you
I
have the
see.
cover like this has.
So this whole thing is a battery.
Correct. It's
Oh,
modular.
shit.
So there's, up to 21 modules of battery in the Grand Touring.
So if the batteries went bad, how do you access that? From underneath?
Yeah, from underneath, it's actually very quick. I've seen our service technicians do
Well,
it.
these are screwed in from the top. Oh, because this is just a cover.
Just the cover, exactly. So our service technicians will lift the car up on a post like you'd see your car getting an oil change. They'll open the casing on the bottom, and they have a specialized machine that can pull the whole battery housing out.
Wow.
And they'll service it.
And what's the warranty?
8-year, 100,000 miles is 70%.
Can you get an extended warranty on that?
Currently not through Lucid. Currently offer like an extension through
So this is a dual motor all-wheel drive.
with the Pure right now, 2025 Pure rear-wheel drive single motor. Touring and Grand Touring will be dual motor all-wheel drive.
More battery power.
So a Grand Touring will give you more battery modules, which is why you get dual motor 500 plus. A Pure and Touring is going to be key difference horsepower in adding the motor. The difference in battery and range on a Pure and Touring is 406 versus 420, with the Pure being a little bit longer range than being single.
I mean, it looks... Is this aluminum or steel?
It's aluminum and steel,
So this is steel,
and that's aluminum.
and that's aluminum.
Yeah.
So it's basically body on frame. It's not, like I was saying, it's not a unibody. It's a body on frame.
To some extent,
Yeah. It's like a truck.
Kind of not.
Yeah,
not
my
exactly.
truck is a body on frame.
Yeah. What I can do too is I can pull up the specs for you.
No, I know.
I don't want to speak on it, but.
No, it is. It's a body on frame. You know, if you buy like a gas, it's unibody.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right. This is, they put the chassis on top. It's body on frame. I think at one time this is, you could change, at Teslas you could change the bodies. Like you can keep the chassis and get the new body and put it on top of the old chassis.
I'm not familiar with that with Tesla. That sounds interesting.
I remember a long time ago they were talking about that.
I know that there was another company talking about like changing batteries. But to be honest, when you start talking about that, it comes down to charge time, and you know it's also the fastest charging EV on the road.
And how much does one of these weigh, like the Pure?
I mean, we can check the sticker on that one to see current configuration, but they start at about 4,500 pounds.
4,500 pounds.
Yeah.
That's without all-wheel drive. So
Yeah.
all-wheel drive, you're talking
But if you
5,000.
think about it though, the motor's only 140 pounds, so
Oh.
72 kilograms. So even if you add that front motor, the motor itself's not that heavy.
Right.
If you think about a gas car, your engine, you need a whole specialized lift to pull it.
Yeah. Oh, well, if they give me a good deal, I might just jump on one.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Do
looking
you
at
have a
them.
preference on Pure versus Touring?
No, I'll take the rear-wheel drive.
Pure? Okay.
Depends. I'll see what they say.
Yeah.
You
I'll
know,
have that licensed sales team connect with you.
yeah.
How do you want them to reach out? Call, text, email, you have preference?
They can text me, and then call me, whatever.
Yeah. You want them to reach out today?
They can. Okay.
Okay. I'll have them connect with you today. I'll send you a text and call you.
The car had self-driving.
So this car has Dream Drive Premium, which gives you 360 cameras, but does not give you the active highway drive assist of Dream Drive Pro.
No, I like the
Preference?
cameras.
You like the cameras? So you'd probably want Dream Drive Premium or Pro, which gives you the 360 surrounding cameras. Okay, fair enough. So we'll look at gray, we'll look at blue, we'll look at silver, white, we'll look at this one.
Okay, guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. This was a test drive that I had with Lucid, and I gotta say, I really love this car. I wouldn't get it in the white. I like the grayish looking one, which is a lot nicer. It looks masculine, it looks tough, strong, and this car, again, this is a rocket, man. You step on the gas, on the electricity, whatever it is, the accelerator, and you're just gonna take off like a bat. I mean, you know, for 70 grand, you're gonna have almost 500 horsepower with a 400-mile range, and then you gotta buy the charging kits and all of that stuff. You need 240. You need electricity to install that into your house, and that's a whole nother process. That's why a lot of people are shying away. Because, like, let's say you move and you leave the charging kit in someone's house, you just did them a favor, because you're not going to really uninstall it, take it with you. You can, but the wire is always there. So that's the main thing. But you could get a Lexus. I'm not sure how the Lexuses are in the electric, if they're as nice as this. But this is JohnAvanti. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow the channel, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. God bless. Peace out.